what energy has Hugh Freeze brought to Auburn, and what do you think is his best attribute?
You see all these commits we get? Like, man, the dude, he unbelievable, man. Like, all jokes aside, and he's what we needed. Like,
Okay.
a lot of good coaches out there that I'm pretty sure everybody had their opinion on who they wanted.
Right.
Man, he's what we needed, man. Like, he loved his players. None of his previous players say nothing bad about him.
Right.
That was so key to me. And he a man of his word. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That man, like, that's gold for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, the X's and O's gonna win, coach. But I love these kids.
Right.
I don't love people who don't love them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, he loved these boys, and he's gonna pour into these young men, man. And that right there, like, put him over the ladder for me, and just getting to know him. I don't know him fully yet, but getting to know him, and him always being transparent with me and keeping it 100. Like, he don't leave no gray.
Yeah.
That's all I can ask for. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not saying the previous coach didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't speaking on that, and because people try to twist your words.
Right.
I'm only speaking on Coach Freeze and what he do and how he rock, man. And I think we have our coach for a long time.
Man, like, so I met Coach Freeze, right? And I'm on the south side. I meet Coach Freeze. And man, he was so cool, dog. Like, and I'm saying this like not even just to be on no BS, but man, he like, he spoke to me. He spoke to everybody around. Nobody was too big to be spoke. He didn't know who I was.
Mm-hmm.
And I know this for a fact. He had no idea who I was. But he spoke to me like, hey man, what's going on? How you doing? Hey, Hugh Freeze. I'm like, dang, coach. Like, I know who you are. I know who you are. You feel me?
Right.
But like that humility will go a long way, especially in the Southeast. So I like that kind of sold me as far as like him being able to do his job, because at Ole Miss I would have never met him.
For sure.
But here I was able to meet him, and it leads me to my next question, which is, in the SEC,
Mm-hmm.
how much do you feel like personality goes into recruiting?
A ton. I want to say that's the main thing, man. Like, to be honest, because, man, you got to have some swagger. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
This like the old days, man. Like, I didn't really have social media like that. Like, social media make you bigger than what you really are, but that's kind of the reality. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you don't have no swagger going into these 5-star, like, man, you not gonna get these guys. You know what I'm saying? You got to bring something different. You can't just talk X's and O's, man. Everybody got X's and O's.
Right.
Everybody got nice buildings. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Man, you got to come with you got to have some swagger about yourself. And that's one thing I can say about you, Coach Freeze. He got swagger.
Right.
He ain't scared to rumble with the big dog. He done beat him before.
Right.
Had the #1 recruiting class before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everything we talking about today, man, he done did that before, man. He done came to the SEC at Liberty and smashed people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, he got the X's and O's, and he got the swag. You know what I'm saying? So, again, like, man, I feel like that's a huge part, but you got to keep it real, dog. The way this set up, man, these boys will be gone in 6 months.
Come on, man. Like, because it can't be artificial. When I see somebody like a Hugh Freeze, like me personally, and this ain't like no crazy endorsement, it's just the truth. Like, it's somebody that's like, it is what it is. Like, it ain't, okay, cool. Yeah, he's not finna put on no Amiri and no and no Balenciagas just to try to fit in. He gonna be himself wherever he is. I seen it myself. He gonna be him. And if you like him, you with him. And if you don't like him, he's okay with it. And I think that's super important when it comes down to recruiting.